You know what the opportunities are. Now you need a delivery or execution plan that outlines your intentions for hitting your targets and achieving your numbers. This plan will vary depending on your industry, the products or services, and the types of customers you are selling to. You may have to take into consideration funding for special projects or customer initiatives, financial delivery, ways in which you are going to provide customer support, how you will help drive traffic or create pull-through opportunities for your resellers, internal departmental selling that is going to be required, multi-tier communication within your company, the client's organization, or both, approvals that you may have to secure, ways in which you are going to service niche markets, and how you will protect your client base from potential threats. In order to accomplish your sales revenue goals, a plan of action, activity, or implementation will be essential. What are some of the key activities that must be part of your action or execution plan? Who will do what duties and responsibilities, and if assistance is required, who will you need? What needs to be done? Specifically, what activities must you engage in? Prospecting, presenting, closing, communicating, scheduling, research, maintenance. When, time, and/or timelines. Where will you go geographically within your business with regard to customers? Why will these activities need to be done? How will you go about doing them, and in what order of priority and frequency? Non-planners who have made the transition and become advocates of strategic business planning will tell you that it can be like a spiritual awakening of enlightenment because of the change in results they experienced. All it takes is one small strategic action to set big things in motion and align with the actions of others. Herb Morreale. One of the most common questions asked in the interview process by candidates is, are there opportunities for advancement within the company? Is advancement something you are interested in? What are your future career plans? What personal and professional development will be necessary in order for you to prepare to meet the documented and mandatory career requirements? What training and education programs must you participate in? What expectations will management have for you to be on track for the 60-month plan, the 24-month plan, the 12-month plan? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? What opportunities do you want to be eligible for? What requirements does your company or industry have for you to be qualified? Although people often express interest in advancement, a low percentage of them actually ask questions or explore what the company criteria is for the opportunities that they may be interested in. The whole idea of the strategic plan is to position yourself for success. Before you can do so, you must know what success looks like and then work towards the objective. The same applies to aligning yourself with advancement opportunities within the organization that you work for. Above all things, a concrete plan brings critical success factors into focus. The successful man is the average man focused. Big picture people seldom have the time or interest in getting into all the minutiae of your plan. They are more interested in knowing that you have thought through the process. That's why we create executive summaries. Summarize the 3 key points of your strategic business plan. What would you like to highlight when presenting this information to sales and executive management within your company? Key point 1, key point 2, key point 3. Complete the 3 key points as the highlight of your strategic business plan based on what we have covered in this e-learning module. What are the 3 most important items that need to be top of mind? This exercise should stretch you mentally, and it should challenge you to strive for greater achievement. Keep this statement in mind as you prepare your strategic business plan. If you are entirely comfortable with your strategy, there's a strong chance it isn't very good. Harvard Business Review. Preparing a strategic business plan should stretch you mentally. It should be a very revealing exercise. Upon completion, it is recommended that you assess your observations by completing a SWOT analysis based on your strategic business plan. Strengths. What am I good at? What have I gained? How can I build on my strengths? Weaknesses. Where am I vulnerable? What else do I need to do or learn? How can I resolve my weaknesses? Opportunities. How will I now use what I have learned, gained, or done? How can I exploit opportunities? Threats. What might undermine this learning? What support is required to make sure your plans happen? How can I avoid threats? For many people, this can be one of the more difficult parts of the strategic business plan to prepare. Think of it as a simplified explanation of your plan that is intended to provide a concise preview. Like the back of a book cover, the executive summary distills the contents within the capsule of information to help stakeholders in your success, such as your sales manager, other department managers, and people at the executive level, understand, support, and endorse your plan. It merely summarizes the sections of your plan. And most importantly, although the summary appears at the beginning of the document or slide presentation, it should be completed last. As outlined in this training module, the contents of the strategic business plan could include, in order, the following sections: the executive summary, statement of intent, key performance indicators, business building priorities, customer focus, market trends and conditions, challenges and obstacles, problems and opportunities, benchmarks, regional geographic focus, market or product segments, competitive analysis, competitive advantages, the team, marketing strategies, suppliers and manufacturers, product training and knowledge, selling skills, event planning and scheduling, financial forecast, action or execution plan, career focus, summary of strategic business plan, SWOT analysis. In conclusion, how does the strategic thought process benefit the consultative sales professional? What are going to be your greatest challenges in strategic business planning? The strategic thought process benefits the consultative sales professional in the following ways: initiates long-term thinking towards the development of individual customer accounts as well as the overall account base, develops a broader view to the sales career rather than a day-to-day mindset that only focuses on short-term activities and results, increases your net worth and makes you a greater asset to your employer, yourself, and your clients, opens up opportunity for professional advancement as you begin to act more maturely and responsibly towards your sales career. Your greatest challenges in strategic business planning might include thinking for yourself, expanding your ability to think more long-term, getting out of your comfort zone, mentally moving beyond the current moment or day to thinking and visualizing into the future, investing the time to respond to the questions offered in this module, and committing to the planning process. In professional selling, performance is a must. Salespeople who prove they are capable of producing consistent results through execution, and also as emerging strategic planners and thought leaders, are high potential candidates for future advancement. Now you have a framework for creating a strategic business plan. This is where the real work begins, and there is no better time to apply what you have learned than right now while it is fresh and top of mind. Bruce Lee is credited with saying, "Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do." Consider this your launch point. Leverage what you've learned and build momentum towards your future. In recapping the Strategic Business Planning for Sales Professionals e-learning module, here are some ways in which you can significantly improve your effectiveness in planning. Schedule time to build a business plan. Discipline yourself to evolve as a strategic thinker and planner. Embrace the planning process. Set yourself up for success by harnessing the resources outlined in your plan. Plan your work and work your plan. Consistently review the plan. Monitor your progress. Remain flexible and make mid-course adjustments. In this e-learning module, we discovered tips, techniques, and ideas to help you create a plan that will help you meet and exceed your annual sales revenue goals. Break down your annual sales goals into smaller amounts that are more manageable and monitor your sales activity and make your sales results more predictable. Identify obstacles, problems, and opportunities that will impede or aid in the completion of your objectives and pinpoint specific requirements for assistance, support, or training in order to achieve your desired targets. Allocate time and resources towards accounts, product segments, and customers that are most likely to produce your sales revenue commitments. Now that you have completed the e-learning module, it is time for the final exam. Each question has a 90-second time limit and the exam has a 25-minute time limit. You cannot pause the exam once you begin. The exam includes many types of questions, including true or false, drag and drop, multiple answers, etc. Read the questions carefully and make sure you understand what is being asked before submitting your response. Many of the questions or variations of them have been asked in the quizzes from this module. You will have one chance to respond to each question and you will be graded. Correct answers will be provided for questions that are responded to incorrectly. After successful completion, you will receive a certificate of completion. This concludes step number 9 of the learning path. Please click on the green Next button with the white arrow in order to advance when you are ready to proceed.